Hey everybody, David Nikila here with iPro Realty and the Your Green Homes real estate team. I'll just let some of you jump in here before I get started. So today we are going to go through and discuss what's kind of been happening with the real estate market. So real estate market has been on fire lately, and we may or may not see some prices coming down. We'll take a look at all the statistics now on the page. So let's hop on in to the stats. Let me just pull that up, add it to the stream. Here we go. Always fun getting used to switching things around here. So if we look at all of the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, all of the sales that have happened in the month of September, we have just over 9,000 sales. And if we jump back to 2020, in the month of September, you'll see that there was 11,000 sales. So there's a decrease in the amount of sales that are happening. But you'll see that the average price 1 year ago was 960 grand. And today we are at 1,136,000 for all of the GTA. Well, all of the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board, which encompasses Dufferin Region, Durham, Halton, Peel, Simcoe, Toronto, and York. So for this video, we're gonna take a quick look at Toronto, and then we will jump into Halton and focus on Halton and look at Burlington, Halton Hills, Milton, and Oakville, and get you guys a good idea of what is going on in the market currently. So if we jump over to Toronto, so Toronto, 3,397 of those 9,000 sales happened in Toronto region. Detached homes were selling at an average of just under $1.8 million. Semis just around $1.3 million. And you can review some of the others here, but one of the other main points would be condo apartments, because obviously downtown, a lot of condos, a lot of apartments. Condo apartments are selling just around $745,000. Now, if we go back 1 year ago, if you'll recall, 2020 was a bit of a slump there for condos. So they were selling at $686,000. So they've come quite a ways since last September. So that's Toronto's market. Of course, everything's selling over $1 million. Well, let's check Dufferin quickly. Run through, see average price for the region. Dufferin, 756 grand. Durham region, we are at 968,000, just below $1 million. So a little bit more affordable there currently. Halton, we are at an average of 1,247,000. Peel region, 1,087,000. Simcoe, so heading up towards Barrie there, 977,000. It's quite a bit actually for Simcoe region, which has Innisfil and everything else. That's actually a little higher than I thought it was going to be. York region, we are at 1,359,000 as the average selling price. So York region actually has the highest average overall between every unit sold for the month of September anyways. So jumping on over to Halton here. Let me just grab a drink of water quickly. So Halton had 835 sales. 423 of those were detached homes, which is about half. And the average selling price was $1,591,000. You can see here, I've highlighted here on the screen there, 105% is over 105% of the asking price is what it's sold for, which means that it's sold for about 5% over, and you'll see everything overall in Halton region sells about 5% over ask. And so 11 days on market is the average, and it's actually the average overall as well. So 11 days on market is pretty standard, pretty typical for Halton region. If we look at semis are over $1 million. Condo townhomes just around 800,000. Condo apartments 747, which is comparable to Toronto. You're not really saving too much whether you're downtown or you're out of downtown anymore. Unless you go outside the GTA, then you can start to see a price savings on condos as well as homes, of course. We look at freehold towns. They are selling over $1 million. I'm seeing that more and more, that freehold towns and freehold semis are around the $1 million mark in Halton Hills. So, yeah, quite a pretty penny. So that's what I was kind of leading on with the title, that buy money. With prices keep rising, it's a lot harder for first-time home buyers to get into the market, but it is still doable, as you'll see here when we check out Halton Hills. The average selling price is the lowest in all of Halton region. So you can get into a condo apartment in the 500 range. Now, only one sold, but I can tell you that it is true. You can get some sort of a condo when it comes up in that 500 to 600 range if you would like a condo. If you don't, then obviously you may have to check other areas like the Dufferin-Durham region, or even heading out to Wellington. But we'll continue on with the stats here. So in Halton Hills, 65 detached homes sold for about 1.26 million on average, and about 6.5% over the asking price was the average, with 11 days on market. Pretty typical for Halton region and the area. And if you look at semi-detached homes, they sold around 758 grand. Condo townhomes about 644,000. And freehold towns, as I mentioned earlier in this stream, are selling up in between the 900 to $1 million range for a freehold townhome. So just around 1.2 million is the average selling price in Halton Hills for the month of September on the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board. So if we take a look at Burlington next. So Burlington, you'll see the average detached home is closer to 1.4 million. So it's getting a little bit higher there. Semis are around 937 grand. Condo townhomes 793, so on and so forth. You can pause the video if you're watching this later and take a look at whatever numbers you want here. But the main points are, again, 11 days on market. That's not a lot of time. If you see something you like, you definitely want to head out there and check it out as soon as possible. And the average overall selling price was around $1 million, with condo apartments being the most affordable thing to buy in Burlington, around $763,000. Now, that's kind of a double-edged sword. A condo apartment or condo townhome, it may be more affordable from a purchase price perspective, but you also have to factor in that you are going to be paying condo fees as well. So something to keep in mind from a monthly affordability standpoint anyways. So jumping over to Milton here. So in Milton, you've had 74 detached home sales at an average of 1.4 million. Now, that's not a lot of inventory for detached homes in Milton for the month of September, with only 60 active listings currently. That's actually some pretty low numbers there. I'm surprised that the average selling price is not a little higher. from list to sale price at only 5% over. But anyhow, that's surprising. Semis are really climbing up over there at 1.1 million now, and freehold towns 945. It's about kind of average now. You're getting close to the million mark again for a freehold townhome. And we jump over to Oakville. This Oakville can be a sticker shock if you are not familiar with the area. Before we kind of show all those stats, of course, Oakville, you may or may not be familiar with the market there, but Oakville is one of the most desirable places to live in the GTA, if not Canada, and it is world renowned for its lifestyle, lakefront lifestyle. You've got all the amenities you need, all of the high-end restaurants, basically everything you need, movies, restaurants, lakefront. You have the boating, the yacht clubs. You've got everything there. Go Transit, easy transportation to downtown Toronto, whether you need busing, GO Train, or highway. It is one of the most ideal locations to live and have kind of a more relaxed lifestyle when you're actually living there and still commute to Toronto. So jumping back over here, I'll put them full screen so you can see better. So detached homes selling just about $2 million, 155 sales, 123 current active listings with 218 new listings during the month of September. So average selling price for a detached home, almost $2 million. Selling on average 3.7% over asking with 12 days on market, which is actually very strong for Oakville. Semi-detached homes, almost 1.2 million there. So just pretty similar to Milton, actually. Milton's just around 1.1. The Oakville's just around 1.2. So pretty similar there. In my opinion, putting your money in Oakville's real estate would be a wiser bet long term if you can get in for about the same price point anyways. But it all comes down to where you want to live and your lifestyle. So condo townhomes, 873 grand, and your most affordable would be condos at 771,000 in Oakville. And of course, freehold townhomes are just about 1.2 million there as well. So just shy of 1.5 million is your average selling price in Oakville, Ontario, with 12 days on the market being your average, and condo townhome or condo apartments staying on the market the longest. Now, I would say this is typically due to some of the older condos or the condos with higher maintenance fees, or some of the condos that are north of 2 million that are sitting on the market just a little bit longer, that hurt that average a little bit more. Especially, there's 55 sales, so it's pretty good. If there was anyone in the stream, I would ask if they had any questions, or if there was any sort of region you wanted to narrow in on. But let's just take a look at Uxbridge real estate just for fun. So Uxbridge, 16 detached homes, around 1.355 million is your average selling price. Condo townhomes, just shy of 600 grand. And one condo apartment sold at 515,000, and one link home at 851. Now, it's pretty interesting. But if you have enjoyed this video, be sure to check out some of my other videos. This is, of course, a live stream, so it's not exactly the best put together, but if you did enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe button. But definitely, I urge you to check out some of my other videos. I have a behind the scenes video of getting a listing ready and prepped and on the market. Now, I thought that was one of my best videos, but no one's been watching it, so it may not be that good. But if you have checked it out or you haven't and you want to check it out, definitely do that and let me know what you think. But my name's David Aquila with iPro Realty and the Your Green Homes Real Estate team. Thank you if you did tune in and watch this video, and have a great rest of your day.